That was dumb. That didn't even make any sense. Thank you. Welcome to the show. I am the Star Wars Daddy bringing you a special Christmas video. It is my Star Wars Christmas list. These will be the items that I have found on the World Wide Web that are either wacky, interesting, or things I might actually put into my collection or my house if I got them for free. And then we go through a lot of items that are on my eBay watch list. And those items are things that I actually would definitely love to have in my collection. Some of the items are things that will help complete my collection. Some things will just be for display purposes. You gotta check it out. There are 20 items that we're gonna go over. We'll just, boom, slam right through them, take a look at some cool Star Wars stuff. There might be something in there that's not Star Wars, but it's vintage toy type stuff. And it should be a fun video. And today we're starting a drawing giveaway for this AFA graded Walrus Man. There he is. Let's see here. It is a Pink Tusk Walrus Man. We'll throw in, obviously, some of those Star Wars Daddy stickers that everybody is asking for. They've got to have them. That will be given away at the very end of this month in 2 weeks. So I think it's on December 29th, I think is the last Sunday of the month. So the drawing will go through the day before that. We'll get some details up here. I'll put some information here of when that drawing is going to take place. And all you have to do is like, subscribe if you haven't already, hit the bell notification so you can be notified of upcoming content, and then comment down below something that was your favorite item from this video. So I will look, I will check, and once that happens, you will be put into the drawing, and this will carry over into next week's video as well. So we'll have 2 videos, give you 2 weeks to get more people, into the drawing, and then we will pull that on the date that you just saw. And I'll throw something else in there. I don't know what it is. I looked around to try to find something small that I'd throw in as well, but there'll be a little surprise that will come for the winner with this Walrus Man. And just real quick, I love to do this just in case you haven't seen all my videos. I can't believe that's true. But right here, I did an entire collection review. It's an hour and 20 minutes of my entire collection that I whittled down from 2 hours. I had to cut it short and stop talking so much like I always do. But you see everything. We go over every wall, every nook, every cranny. We don't go into detail about everything, but you at least get to visually see everything as we're panning through. And it's quite the video. And it's getting lots of likes, lots of views, lots of watch hours, and I really appreciate it. Then we have my eBay Star Wars listing videos, number 53. We've done these 53 weeks in a row. And this is where I recap all of the sales of my Kenner Star Wars items that end on a Sunday. Right here, I give shout outs to every single person that purchases from me. We crown a Daddy of the Week, which is the most prestigious award in all of Star Wars collecting. This is who spent the most money with me over the weekend. And then we do some sort of a feature on a forgotten character, like a Dengar, a Lobot, an IG-88, somebody you might not be as well versed with. We go over the details of that figure and show some movie clips and try to have a lot of fun. And then the last video I'm going to go over real quick. This was my November mail haul video of all the vintage toys that I added to my collection. So these actually might have been also in my collection review, but you might not have known. So what we do is all the items that end up not being resold or things that I add to my collection that pile up for the month, we go over them right here. We had Pamela Anderson. We had a Boglin. We had tons of vintage Star Wars stuff, graded, not graded, all kinds of cool stuff. Check this video out. At the end of this video, there's going to be a lot of upcoming stuff that I'm going to go over. So make sure you watch until the end when I do my little outro. It's just kind of like this intro, but it's the outro. It's the ending of the video, and I'm going to go over all the upcoming videos that are happening, maybe some changes that are taking place. But hitting that bell notification was crucial so that in case you didn't get to the end of the video, you'll be notified when videos come out, because they come out every single Wednesday, every single Sunday, and then I have shorts in between. I have like 3 weeks off for the rest of the year. So I'm going to try my best to do as many shorts and content and just pump that stuff out almost every single day to keep you guys entertained during the holidays. But enough of all of that. Let's get in to my Star Wars Christmas wish list. Okay, first one on the list is something to set the mood for your collecting during the holidays, and it is a candle by Homesick. I've never even heard of this company before. I've heard a lot of candle companies, but not this one. And they've got a Millennium Falcon 3-wick candle. Experience the saga like never before with this Star Wars-inspired scent. Don't be fooled by the shabby exterior. This legendary freighter is built for light speed. Notes of rusted steel and leather waft as your next galactic adventure begins. Quite the scent, I'm sure this is. Your wife is going to hate this, your spouse, whoever else. I don't know if this is really a good buy here. It says the notes, so top notes, they call them notes. That's the smells. We've got leather, smoked tobacco, bergamot, brush suede, dark bourbon, santal. I don't know what that is. Vetiver, I don't know what that is either. Rusted steel, there's your rusted steel, and cashmere musk. This goes for the incredible price. It's 27% off right now, $38.47 from homesick.com. I guess I'll put a link in the description. I don't know. There's some other Star Wars stuff. I just can't imagine your house smelling nice from this scent. Okay, here's one I actually wouldn't mind having someone get for me. And it is my own Star Wars Darth Vader bobblehead that they would put my face on, and I could be Anakin. Wait, well, that would... Anakin never was in the Darth Vader suit looking good with his face, right? It was all mangled and burned up. Yeah, so maybe that's not a good idea. So this doesn't even really make sense, but I guess I'd just be wearing the outfit like I was in cosplay, like Darth Nihilus, for example. So this one, oh man, there's all these add-ons. It's only $80 without any of the add-ons. So the cheapest version you get is $80 to make this Darth Vader custom bobblehead. I cancel it. If there was $80 and I'm getting the cheapest version, I think there's other things that I would rather have. I can get like a graded Star Wars item, but this is, I thought was cool. So this is by statuegift.com. So I'll put that in the links too. Okay, this one's kind of interesting. I did a search on Google for like the top Star Wars items, and jewelry popped up. So we got this Darth Vader ring, which actually, let's zoom in on this thing. Look at this. I mean, are those real? It says it's black diamond garnet silver with black rhodium. Rhodium. I don't know what rhodium is. Obviously, it's a stone. And it actually looks kind of nice. This is something I might wear to like a toy con, just to set the mood. Let's take a look at this. Look at that. I mean, uh-oh. Yes, allow. We're going to allow. Notification. Wait. I just send you notifications? No, I don't want notifications from them. All right. If I could zoom in on it. Look at this. It does look nice. It's $400, 20% off. They're in stock. Can you imagine they're in stock? They have plenty of these. Nobody wants them. And look how cool he looks. I mean, geez. You have to get this ring to look like this guy. And look, I'm gonna just click here. I don't know if this is going to actually do anything. But it looks like it's a whole thing of Star Wars. What's the light side like? Oh my gosh. They've got women's jewelry. They've got necklaces. All kinds of Star Wars stuff. So you know what? There might be something cool in there. Maybe it wasn't that ring we just looked at. But there's some other cool kind of stuff. Like look at this light side ring right here. It's got, let's see, what do we got? You got diamonds, gemstones. This is like real jewelry. It's pretty cool. Okay, most people don't know me, but I golf. I like to golf. I was captain of my golf team in high school. After I played soccer and basketball in varsity, captains of my teams, top performers in my league. And then the spring was golf or baseball, and I wasn't playing baseball anymore. And so I decided that I would play golf. And that's where I learned. I learned when I was like 14 years old and was captain of my golf team. And so listen, I golf, okay? Every year I get worse. But I definitely hit the long ball. But this here is where games are won, is putting. And so we've got this Star Wars, the Luke putter grip by, I forget how they pronounce their thing. It's Resavolts. Resavolts. I don't know what vowels are supposed to go in there if there's any, but they make all these shirts. Oh yeah, here you go. Look, they make all these shirts that have Harry Potter, anime, Disney, SpongeBob. Oh, I might check that out a little bit later. I love SpongeBob. Jim Henson, we got the Muppet stuff going on there, and they have this grip that can go over your putter. Now I've got a Scotty Cameron putter that cost a fortune, so I don't think I'm going to ruin it with this. But if I had some sort of a cheap putter that I'm, messing around with, this might be something cool. It's only $35. And I guess you would just take the other grip off and pop this one on, and now you've got Luke Skywalker's lightsaber with the green there. Oh, we got head covers too. Look at these head covers. A ball marker? Oh, I like that. Okay, I changed it. I want the ball marker. I like this little ball marker. I love little ball markers. Those are great. Oh, they have a Darth Vader one too. And these head covers are pretty cool. They're $60 for the head covers, $35 for those putter grips, and we got $15 for the ball marker. The ball marker, okay, that's something I want. That can go in my Christmas sock. Wife of the Star Wars Daddy, are you hearing me? She's not even here. She's out of town. But that is something that would be awesome in my sock. All right, you're trying to, let's see, you got a new apartment, you got a new house, you're trying to buy new things for it, you got a new bed. This is what you want. It is by it's right there. Sobel Westek's Home. It's the Star Wars Home 7-piece bedding collection. You're looking at this, it looks kind of like Tatooine. That's what you're kind of thinking, right? This bed here. Let's go ahead and click through some of these pictures. Let's see what we can do here. Oh boy, I don't know what I'm doing. We're clicking through. Star Wars Home Collection. Linen's wrappings and the simplistic tunic of a Jedi's robe translates into a contemporary craft feel for this home collection. Oh, look at that. Doesn't that look like Rey? It looks like Rey, doesn't it? I mean, it reminds me of Rey. What else do we got? Oh, well, it's not Rey. I guess it's Obi-Wan Kenobi. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, now that's Luke's boots, apparently, on Tatooine. Right there. That's what that top is supposed to look like. It actually, like, this doesn't actually look that bad. And then we got these kind of like these little pillows that pop in here that are kind of themed slightly. It looks like it's artwork, but it's really Star Wars type items. I mean, look at this. I'm telling you, this doesn't actually look that bad. I can't imagine that my wife, if she saw this, she would be upset that this was in the house. She likes those lighter colors and the brightness. And so I bet you I could sneak this in. It's $318, which actually isn't that bad. The bedding that we purchased is way more than that. So this is kind of a steal. And look at this, how it comes. It's all, dude, this is packed up super nice, Star Wars logos. This is pretty cool. It's sobellathome.com. Sobel. At home.com. Again, I'll put a link in the description if anybody is really going to purchase something like this. But I thought it was pretty cool. Okay. I do have a lightsaber. It is super, I wouldn't say super old. It's like maybe 13, 14 years old. And it's a Yoda one that's gigantic. So it's not actually Yoda's, but it was for Yoda. And it's cheap as can be. And it's just been sitting in here in this house. We had some other ones when my son was younger, but I think those all broke. And so we threw those ones out. Maybe they're in his closet. I don't know. And but this one, Theory Sabers, you probably know him from YouTube. He's a big deal. He has tons and tons of followers. He's got his business. He's got his reviews on Star Wars stuff, his podcasts, all that kind of stuff. His links will be down in the description. And I would love to get a Theory Saber. What I'd love to do is to get a Theory Saber, and when they have those exclusive deals where they throw in an extra one for equal or lesser value, that I would do a giveaway with the other one so that somebody could win something like this and cherish this in their collection. These things are incredible. I'm not going to go through you know, all of them. But look at these sabers here. They have different types of the actual saber tips that have, you can get from cheap to super expensive, where they have all kinds of effects and LED lights and colors. And then they have the sound effects that are exclusive. They have Samuel Kim music that's only made for these sabers. And if you've seen any of my shorts and stuff, it's all Samuel Kim music that you're hearing in the background. Super orchestrated, beautiful music that's all Star Wars. And they've got exclusive songs that were written just for these sabers that are on some of them. You have to pay extra for a lot of these things. And then but the sound effects, they've got stuff right from the movies. They've got the music. They've got TIE fighters zipping through while you're swinging this thing around. You've got to check it. If you don't know Theory Saber, you got to check this out. They're super expensive, but they're incredible. And just he does a tutorial just on all the things the saber can do. And he's an expert on them, right? He knows every little thing they can do. It takes him 15 to 20 minutes to show you all the things that they can do. 15 to 20 minutes. Imagine if you're trying to do that as a newbie with this thing. It's going to take you at least an hour to try to get through all the different settings and variables that these sabers can do. It's pretty impressive. And I think I would like to have something nice like this in my collection. Okay, listen, I've got my pinball machine right there. And it is a virtual pinball machine. It's not super expensive. I don't know, it's like $500, but I think I got it on sale through Best Buy when they first came out. I got it for like, I don't know, $300 or something like that. And it's cool. But when we purchased this house and had this house built, and I knew I was getting my downstairs down here, after I got this arcade, I wanted to get a real pinball machine. That's what that to me signifies a real man cave. It's either a pool table or a pinball machine. You got to have one of those two items. I don't have either. I've got a virtual one. That doesn't count, even though it's got like 9 or 10 different tables on it, and it's fun, but it's not real pinball. I love pinball machines. And if you saw my video, it's popping up probably right now, who knows, somewhere. I did a review on the pinball museum we have here local, which is the #1 pinball place, voted, I don't know, like 5 years in a row in the United States. And they have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pinball machines. It's an unbelievable place. They have life-size Star Wars stuff. All the walls that go around this giant warehouse, it's all vintage toys in the walls. That's all you see from the floor to ceiling. This place is incredible. If you didn't check that video out, please check it out. It's a fun watch. You get to see something cool that's here in Portland. There aren't very many cool things in Portland, so this is one of them. And this pinball machine right here is by Stern. And I've played this one at that pinball location. This thing is incredible. It's so much fun. They have a Mandalorian one too that's really awesome. And then there's that one from like 1985 or something. I don't remember which one it is, but that's the old one. And that one actually is really fun too. It's probably mechanically one of the best ones that was ever made during that time period. And so, yeah, having a pinball machine that's real, this would definitely be something that I aspire to, would love to get into my collection. I don't know where it's going to go. There's no place for it to go. I'd have to rearrange like the entire room. But this is $7,000. They've got like that's the Pro Edition. What's the Premium? Premium. So if you go to the Premium Edition, so it adds in, it's just an upgraded version from the other one. It's got like everything's metal inside of it, and it's got added different features, just like the lightsabers we just looked at. It's the same thing. You add extra bells and whistles. It's more expensive, and the Premium Edition is almost $10,000. And I think these are all sold out, this one. So, you'd have to find it, from a third-party seller, and it's probably going to be more than this because they know you can't just go get one produced or get a used one maybe if there's one local. I don't know. I'm going to figure it out. This is something that is always top on my list, but I mean, $10,000. I don't know. I don't think I have $10,000 just laying around that I can dump into a pinball machine. Okay, listen, SWAU, if you saw my collection review movie, I've got posters up on the wall. One poster that's signed by Ewan McGregor. It happened by SWAU. You pay for them to get the signature for you. They have an event that the person's coming to their event just to sign stuff. And then you choose what item you want to have signed. Some things are I think they have 8x10 photos that are part of the price, or you can upgrade to posters. Or, they have all kinds of stuff that you can get signed. And this here, they have an auction every single month of items that they just do on their own or they have in their inventory that I don't know what happens. I don't know how they get these, but there's so many items on here. This ends on, I think, the 15th. December 15th, this ends. You got to go in and create an account. But let's look at the kind of cool stuff that they have. This one right here is a poster signed. It's a 27x40 poster signed by everyone. Harrison Ford, Carrie Fisher, Mark Hamill, Ian McDermott, Anthony Daniels, Bob Anderson, Dave Prowse, Peter Mayhew, Jeremy Bullock, and more. Look at all the signatures on there. It's a giant poster. It's incredible. We got Han Solo here, Harrison Ford. We got Carrie Fisher is Slave Leia. Oh my gosh. But this down here, I didn't even see this until I was about to make this video and I was putting all these links up here. I have to have this. I have to. This is a 27x40 poster of the Christmas Vacation movie poster signed by Chevy Chase, Beverly D'Angelo, Randy Quaid, and Juliette Lewis. I already have a Chevy Chase signed right here, right there. It's a sign from Caddyshack. It's a big thing from some auction house. But this, I have to have this. I'm going to try to bid on this. None of us sell something to make up for it. But just looking through, listen, we got The Force Awakens. We've got everybody on here too. We got Mark Hamill. So this is going to go, listen, it's already at $2,000 for that one. We got Carrie Fisher and Dave Prowse over here for $455 is the current bid on this 8x10 photo. And you go through, it's not all Star Wars stuff. They got all kinds of stuff. But here's, hey, listen, episode 2, I just got this done from my buddy Joshua down on Banger Lane. And he had this signed for me. Him and Hannah, his daughter, they took care of me. Unbelievable. And I've said it already multiple times, but again, I super appreciate it. And they got this. So the current bid, this has everybody. So this has Natalie Portman, Ewan McGregor, and Hayden Christensen with their character names. So I think they write in who their character was next to their signature, which is an added price instead of just having their signature. But I've got Hayden Christensen now on episode 2, right there on the wall next to episode 1 that had Ewan McGregor's signature on it. And I have Natalie Portman on episode 3 poster that's supposed to have happened over the summer. It has not happened yet. And SWAU has no updates except that pre-orders stopped in September, but they won't tell you when the event is happening. It was supposed to happen over the summer. They said it'll happen sometime in the summer. Well, we're into winter now. So anyways, that'll come. I'll have all 3 of the prequel trilogy posters up on the wall. But again, you can scroll through here. There's just tons of incredible items. And, Blink-182, one more time. Oh, that's cool. Uh-oh. Okay, now let's get into my eBay watch list. I've got some items in here that I would love to add to the collection because I don't have something, or something that would look good just down here in the collection as a display. This first one is this nice little display case, and it's a limited edition of a Anthony Daniels signed photo. Look at that. He's got such a beautiful signature right here. Should we zoom in? Yeah, let's zoom in. Look how nice his signature is. It says he's C-3PO. And then you get it has this plaque on here. It shows you this is number 224 of 1980. 1,980. Perfect number on there. It looks like there's a little scuff right here. You see that scuff right there? So we got a little ding. So I might keep the price down a little bit. But this is a beautiful display. Like, this is something you can purchase. You can just put right up on your wall. Current bid right now is at $56. It's from Toy Scout. I buy from this guy all the time. He has 3 different accounts. There are 3 different locations. And this guy actually had some big, 8-part interview that happened on the CW. And he showed up in an advertisement that he was going to be here local at some sort of a convention-y type place, and to bring all your toys. And he's going to purchase all your toys. So bring what you think that he would want to purchase. And then he goes around the country purchasing people's toys, putting advertisements in newspapers, and goes around. And the inventory is unbelievable. He's, just feedback-wise, on this account, it's 38,168 feedback. Only like 25% of people leave feedback. So, you know, you can see right there, he's done bazillion transactions. There's always things ending every single day. But then there's always, it's always vintage stuff of some sort. So there's Star Wars stuff sometimes. There's some vintage toys. Then there's like coins and collectibles. It's always something kind of cool just to look through. But he's got 3 accounts. They will not combine shipping because they're in 3 different locations. So just know Toy Scout 1 is located somewhere else in a warehouse somewhere. Toy Scout 2 somewhere else, and Toy Scout 3 somewhere else as well. So just make sure you know that if you purchase from multiple of their locations. But this is kind of cool. Next on the list, okay, I don't know what it is. I had this figure when I was younger, and he's one of my favorites. There's some sort of nostalgia with the Dawn Undercover Turtle. I don't know what it is. I love this one, but this one is signed by Barry Gordon. I assume Barry Gordon is the voice that played Donatello in the cartoon that we originally had. And this guy has a bunch of other stuff that's signed like this. And it is certified. So we see there's a certification. Is that a certification right there? I think it is. I think that is a certification stamp that's right there. Or a sticker. I'd have to look it up. But I'm pretty sure that's what's there on the blister. There's the signature right there. Give 'em shell, he says. I mean, that's kind of catchy. But I would love to have this thing, not for $600. I don't think his signature is going to be worth $600. So my guess is, I think at one point I offered him like, man, $250, and he came back at $350, something like that. And I didn't accept it, and I think at the time he only had this up for $400. And so then all of a sudden he jacked up all of his prices. So he was probably getting a lot of these little low offers, and he didn't want that. So he jacked the price up to try to get better offers, thinking that people would still offer the same percentage of whatever he's listing it at. And all of these have been sitting here for, 6 to 8 months. None of them have moved. So go check that out. But I would love to have this to add to my Ninja Turtle collection. I'd send it off to be graded. And yeah. Okay, here is one of the mini rigs that I do not have. It is the Power of the Force from 1984 Sand Skimmer. And I don't need it to be in here. I mean, it's so yellowed in the blister. You can barely even see the mini rig. But there's tons of these that are available. I'd be fine just having one loose in my collection. I'll get an extra Barada and put him on there. But I think as of this moment, for the mini rigs, this is the only one I don't have. I just picked up another one. It's coming up in a video soon. I think this is it. This is the only one I need. And then I can do an entire mini rig video because I have every single one here in my collection. Almost all of them are graded. There's going to be maybe a few that are loose, but all the rest of them are graded in their boxes or loose graded, which is pretty cool. So we'll go over that. But I'm not paying $400 for this. I mean, if it was loose, it's maybe $125, $150 probably, and I'd be fine with that. Okay, hey, check this out. I'd like to have this in my collection. It is a Darth Vader gum machine dispenser from Japan. Can we trust it? I don't know. I don't know if we can trust this, but this is pretty cool. So I guess you put all the little balls in his head. Yeah. So you put the balls in his head, and then they would dispense. So this is the thing. I have all of these Kenner Star Wars figures heads that have popped off or come in collections already broken off, and I would like to get like the little plastic balls, containers, whatever you call them, put a head in each one of them, and then put them inside of a gumball machine. And then, but this one, the problem is with this one, you couldn't see them. I want it to be something that would be clear, so you could see that it's all their heads that are inside of this clear gumball machine. I think that'd be kind of cool. This one, I guess you'd actually put gumballs in it, but it would look cool here in my collection room. Okay, listen. This is a big one. And if you're a Star Wars collector, you know that this thing is, first of all, gigantic. Who knows where this is going to go? Let's take a look at what this actually turns into. I mean, look at this. How cool would this be in the collection with all these different items? It's all sealed up. So the pictures that they just showed up here are what it, these are like the stock photos. And then here's the box that it came in. So you can see there it is, the HasLab Jabba's sail barge katana. These go, I don't know, what is it? $2,000 to $3,000? I think it's near $3,000 for one of these things. I would have to hang this somewhere here because I don't have space for this. So I have to hang somewhere to where I can see the open side, like this opened, so I can display it. I can put some figures in there for my Jabba collection that's over here. This thing would be incredible. And I think everybody wants one of these. And so you never know. Who knows? Maybe I can find one that's local. Someone doesn't know what they have. And I can get it for a steal of a price. I don't know. But this thing is incredible. I would love to add this to my collection. Okay, next on the list, it's a Boba Fett on a card. I don't care which one I get. I don't care what kind of quality that it's in. It really doesn't matter to me. I just want to have one. I feel like to be a real Star Wars collector, at the level I'd like to be, you have to have a carded Boba Fett, and I do not have one. And this looks like it's in actually pretty decent shape. I mean, look at this. It looks like, what is that, Taiwan? I bet you it's Taiwan. Let's see. Let's take a look. Made in Taiwan, right there. See it right there next to my magnifying glass? I don't even know if my magnifying glass shows up on these videos. It probably does. But there it is, Taiwan. He's got that dark belt, so that's how you know. And it's a nice item. I would like to have it. $400 is the current bid right now with, at this time, 4 days, almost 5 days left. This is going to go for into the 1,000 something. Who knows? 1,200, 1,300, 1,500. It's in nice condition. It's probably gradable. Maybe a 75. It's got a little wave there, but you can just try to get that wave out, put some heavy books on it, and just let it sit there. I mean, it's not that bad, honestly. And once it's put into, oh, there's a little scuffing there. Maybe it's a 70 plus, 75, it looks like. I mean, but once you put it into the acrylic case by AFA or CAS, I mean, it's going to flatten right out. So it'll look really nice. All right, you guys, this is, I think, the only thing I don't have complete in my Lily Letty action figure collection. I have a Cloud Car Pilot. I don't have any accessories for them. The accessories are so expensive. There's one right now, I think it's $150 just for the Pilot Blaster that is from somebody I buy from all the time. But this one, the Comlink, that goes for like $800 on its own, $800 to $900 just for this Comlink. Like, we know what happens to these tiny little accessories. I've said it a million times. They're gone. They're in a carpet. They're in a vintage vacuum. They're at the landfill. They're in your lawn somewhere, and they have now been overtaken. They're in the dirt. They're gone. Who knows? But I would love to see. The problem is, so this one here. Okay, so this is from a seller that I've had a lot of issues with, and I've never said their name. But here it is. They sold me a Lily Letty figure that had paint touch-up that got declined by CAS. They sent me one that had the wrong accessory. They sent me one that was supposed to be a Lily Letty TIE Fighter pilot, ended up being a PvP TIE Fighter pilot. And I found out at grading. And now I have the wrong gun because I have the Lily Letty blaster. That's not the PvP blaster. So I had to go find another Lily Letty TIE Fighter pilot to go send in and then have them send me back the PvP. What else? There's been other things. Oh, I can't remember. There was something else. But then I've also had some successes. Like, some of the prices I've got on these items have been incredible. Like 50% what the retail is. And then when I send them in for grading, now they're worth, quadruple. So things have worked out for the most part. But I've had a lot. I'd say I've had like 5 bad experiences with them and had to do some returns with them. But this one I would love to have. And if this is gradable, let me take a look at this guy. Yeah. So maybe that can clean off there on his back. We got some marks there. And then whatever this little mark is here on his boot. I think we got something right here too on his leg and here and on his butt there. So this one's probably 70, 75, somewhere in there. And maybe if I clean it up, I would be able to get him to a 75 plus or an 80. I don't know. It's rough. These are hard. I mean, but look at that. You can see that. Let's see if they have a picture of these comm links. Yeah, they do. So you look at it. I can tell right now that is definitely different than your normal Kenner one. And we got those nipple rounded tips. That's exciting. I got to get one just for that. Okay, this is one comic I've been looking at for quite a while, and it's not one comic. There's been lots of these Ahsoka comics that I've seen from this seller, One Stop Comic Shop, big time comic seller. Always has signed items that are always, high grades. This is a 9.6, which is going to help bring the price down. But you see, it's $450 with probably $20 shipping. They always charge like $20-some in shipping. $25 in shipping. They do send it like 2-day mail, and it's always packaged well. But I would like to have a signed Ahsoka comic. And this one has both of them. It has Ashley Epstein. It has Rosario Dawson. And so that's why the price is up, because you got both signatures on that. I would be fine with having just one or the other and just to have it up here in the collection. I did like the Ahsoka series. It wasn't incredible, but I was entertained through a lot of it. There was a lot of like positive things that were in it that kept me watching it and enjoying it. So I'd like to have something to commemorate that, which would be a comic signed by either the in-person actor or the voice actor, actress. All right, you see my Dick Tracy collection. Something's popping up. I tore every single one of them off the card. The card looks just kind of like this to send them out to be loose graded. They're all sitting at the grading company right now. I had all kinds of these promo amounts that they gave me for putting stuff on social media, and they had all their discounts happening. That it became something incredibly cheap. So that's why I decided to send all of my Dick Tracy figures off to be graded. And this is the one that is elusive. $5,400 for this graded one of the blank. This is Madonna, Breathless Mahoney in her disguise. This is one of the hardest ones to get. It was only released in Canada, is what I understand. And as a kid, like you look at the back of the card here. Let's look at the back of the card here. Here she is on the back of the card. We didn't have the internet back then. I was hunting for this figure everywhere. I was like, where is the blank? This is the only one I don't have. And, well, yeah, it's right here. Canada exclusive, right there. No, there it is. It answered my question. It's only released in Canada. It was in a very small number. I think at the very end of their run, they weren't successful. So they didn't produce very many of these, and only a few of them got out there. So they're hard to find. I think there's like 5 on eBay right now that are for sale. They're all for crazy prices like this. But I would like to get one that's in a beat-up card, so one that's already loose, send it off to be graded so it can go with the rest of my collection, and hopefully get it for a decent price. But this is definitely on my radar for things that I want to get in the upcoming years. All right, here's a cheap thing. This is something the wife of the Star Wars Daddy can get me. It is a Return of the Jedi garbage can. Right now, our garbage cans are the popcorn tins that we've got at some Marvel movie. We got a Ghostbusters one from the Ghostbusters movie that came out, and those are the garbage cans we use down here, which is still fun. But it would be nice if I had a Star Wars one. It's got a ding. I know it's got a little ding, and it looks like garbage on the inside. But that's what's going to go in it: garbage. All the little packaging stuff and wrappers and little sticker remnants and stuff we just shove in there, and then we can go throw it in the garbage can. But we got, so it's $24.99. I remember them sending some sort of offer at some point. There's not one now, but they do have to make the offer, button here. And it's $16 from Missouri. So you're looking at what, $40 for this? Maybe get for like $30. It's not that bad. It looks nice. Like, I like it. This reminds me of my childhood right here. This photo. And this style, all right? The Return of the Jedi, all the marketing stuff, and whatever else, it all kind of looked like this. I had stickers, and we had a peachy folder that looked like this. Everything kind of looked like this when I was a kid, and this, literally, I can feel it right now. It's absolute nostalgia. It reminds me of something that was my favorite thing when I was a kid. And so I would like to have this. Okay, now for going to an entire new spectrum of price. This is the most expensive thing that was in my watch list. This is a life-size sideshow Star Wars Darth Vader 1-to-1. This is full-size Darth Vader right here. Look how cool this is. This platform lights up. It makes noise. Look at this. Even his belt and the chest plate lights up. This is incredible. $15,000, but they always take offers. And so look how big he is right here. Let's go back to, where was that one? Oh, right here. I mean, look how tall he is. He is incredible. And they have all this life-size prop shop. They have all kinds of life-size stuff from movies, and they're all expensive. There are some that are like, you know, $1,500 or something for some smaller things. Like they have Slimer from the Ghostbusters that's life-size. It's pretty cool. But this thing is incredible. I don't see that the platform lights up. They have another one that the platform lights up. Maybe this one doesn't. Maybe the platform's just to have him stand on. They have another one, literally, the platform lights up all red and stuff, like he's on the Death Star. It is really cool. But this would be incredible. Okay, we did it. We got through my Star Wars Christmas wish list. How about that? Some incredible items that were on there. Some things that I actually would probably have in my collection. A lot of stuff from eBay, probably. Those things I would love to have. I'm not going to spend all that money that you saw on a lot of those things, but if they were given to me, a lot of those things were given to me, I would definitely accept them and put them here in my house. But what an incredible video and some incredible items. Don't forget about the giveaway. Let's go over that real quick again. Here it is. AFA 80. It's got one tab that's broken on the inside. You can see it by his feet. That's the reason why he's a giveaway. But still, awesome display piece for your collection. 80 by AFA. Comes with a bunch of stickers from the Star Wars Daddy, and then we'll throw something else in there in the package that you get. All you have to do is like, subscribe if you haven't already. You gotta be subscribed and hit that bell notification, and then you gotta comment down below what your favorite item is. What is something on your Christmas wish list? What did you see in this wish list that you would add to your wish list? But that's what we need to see. And this will happen for 2 videos long. So 2 Sundays. So it'll be this video on this Sunday that you just saw, and the upcoming Sunday, it'll be announced again. And you just got to comment on both of those videos as we near the end of the year. And then at the very last of the year, the last video that I pump out, we will do the giveaway drawing then and announce who the winner is. All right, the reason for the bell notification is because of upcoming content. You want to be notified when stuff comes out. Again, all my videos come out on Sundays and Wednesdays, and a bunch of shorts that happen frequently and randomly. So the good thing to hit that bell notification so you know when those things come out. But upcoming videos this next Sunday, I am going to do my December mail haul, but it's going to be a Christmas under the tree unboxing. I'll have gifts that are under there. I'm going to open them up, and we're going to see all the things I've added to my collection, Christmas style, for the month of December. You saw in the beginning of the video, we did the November one a few weeks ago, but by the time that happens, it'll be a month later, and I've already added stuff into my collection, and so we'll make sure to open up all those items and go over all the things I've added to my collection. And then in 2 weeks from now, it's the very end of the year, again, we're going to announce the winner of this drawing, and I'm going to do a 2024 recap. We're going to go over all the highlights and lowlights of what happened over YouTube with me, the Star Wars Daddy. What are some of my best moments, best videos, all that kind of stuff. And then, this is very important, we're going to talk about 2025. There's a lot of changes that are going to be happening across the board with the Star Wars Daddy. We got changes that are going to happen to eBay and how eBay works and performs. And we're going to go over memberships and why those memberships are going to be valuable to you. I promise you, it'll be like no other memberships you've ever seen from any Star Wars YouTube content. This, I'm telling you, the list of things that we're going to be giving as part of these memberships pays for itself. It's going to be fun. It's going to involve everybody. It's going to build this community, and you're going to have a chance to get a bunch of cool stuff. So make sure to watch that video. It's going to be, hopefully it's going to be epic. In my head, I have it epic. I haven't filmed any of it, but the ideas I have and how we're going to go through it and talk about it and all this, I hope it's a fun video, and I hope you're along for the ride. Okay, well, I think we've done it all. We've said it all. We had some fun today. We went over some cool items, and we discussed what's coming up. I'm telling you, it's important. So make sure you watch all my upcoming content. You guys, I mean, we're like at 720 subscribers. We're nearing 1,000, which will get me monetized fully with YouTube. I'm already a partner of YouTube, which is why we talked about memberships. That's one thing that comes with just being a partner, because we've hit all that criteria. But the 1,000 subscribers is where I actually get paid pennies every time I make one of these videos. And I would love to just get to that point where it's, okay, We did it. We're here. Now let's see what we can do. What can we do to make this content even better? How can we even build more subscribers and have people enjoy these videos more? That is the entire purpose of doing this, is to entertain you guys at home and to build this Star Wars community. And I am so thrilled and thankful for all of the support I always get. You guys are amazing. And I can't wait until 2025 for some big things to happen. Until the next time, Darth Maul, who is your daddy?